Hello everyone, as you see by the title and thumbnail, I will be reviewing the short film Gaslight today, with the gist of the film mainly being about addiction and having to break up with a partner. But I will be going more in depth with that kind of thing later after the review. So I hope you all enjoy, and let's get into it. And right off the bat, it gets a chuckle out of me with the gas station being called Pump and Dump. But we then see our main character Ryan going to take a smoke break, and he has a sentient lighter named Elle that he seems to be in a relationship with. And she, of course, encourages him to smoke, with her animation of kissing him being pretty hilarious. But he quickly stops and tells her he wants to break up, which obviously starts making her break down. She even thinks he is cheating on her with a Juul. And if you didn't know what a Juul is, it's basically an electric cigarette, so I thought it was clever to reference something like that. But she does not take this well, and begins to set fire to the whole gas station. A cool detail I liked is her getting drunk and her flame getting bigger. With Ryan, of course, panicking, so he gets the fire extinguisher, but as he turns around, Elle is holding a gas pump. He warns her not to do it, but he soon finds out that he should have taken that shot.
What? No goodbye kiss?
And after the explosion, they both die, with the fireman getting there, just pitying him because he died from his addiction. So this movie was actually funded on Kickstarter with the goal of just $2,000 and the stretch goal of an extra $300.
Damn good deal.
I will leave it linked in the description if you do want to check it out. Now, there are two main through lines in this animation. The first being addiction and the second being toxic relationships. Let's tackle the addiction part first. So first, I'm going to throw a statistic at you that 1.3 billion people are addicted to cigarettes, so I am sure that this animation was relatable to a decent amount of people. And I am sure others as well, since most people are probably addicted to something. Mine being to sugar that I have been working on. And Elle, in this sense, is that addicted part of your brain that is always scratching at the back of your mind, wanting to be satisfied. And Ryan wants to finally kick the habit of smoking. But if we take out all the fantastical stuff from the animation, the dumpster and firewood fires may have been past incidents that happened because of his smoking, with the last gas station explosion being the breaking point, with addicts always saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get addicted," or "that bad thing is never going to happen to me," and addicts tend to not stop until some kind of huge event happens, regretting not quitting sooner, or sadly, for some, they don't stop until there is some kind of deadly accident, like with Ryan. He sadly just didn't stop until he was gone. Then moving on to the toxic relationship theme. In this instance, at least, it would be a crazy girlfriend. She constantly makes you feel good when you're around her, but she also makes you worse to everyone else, supporting your negative behaviors and addictions. And you may even know this is happening, but you don't care because of the pleasure you feel. Even though everyone around you said to break up with her in the beginning because of stories about her previous relationships, and you just tell them that that's not gonna happen with you. But now, since you have gotten into a serious relationship with her, the red flags just keep getting bigger and bigger. So you finally end it with her, and as we see, she does not take it well. Destroying your property, trying to get you fired from your work, and finally trying to kill you.
You one crazy ass bitch!
And I have to say, if I was in this situation in real life, and she was threatening to kill me, you best believe I am not going to be like Ryan, because I am taking that shot. Moral of the story, when you see some major red flags, It does not matter how good they make you feel. Get out of there. So the creators of the film are Mild Nyamkonkit and Kristen Yuan. Mild hasn't really been doing much after the film and has just been working out of the spotlight, but she does still do art on her Instagram that will be in the description. It honestly is really good art. And you should go check out her website as well, since a lot of the extra art I've been using is from there, if you want to look at it in more detail. Then Kristen, the other creator of the film, went over to Netflix and has been working on a Cinderella spin-off movie about her stepsisters, so that does sound interesting. Now let's talk about some of the behind-the-scenes content. The original story was pretty much the same until the ending, when Elle would survive and be picked up by an attractive fireman who would appreciate her for who she is. And I would have hated that ending since we see how toxic she is and that she killed Orion. It might have worked if they made it more of a menacing ending, implying that she is going to do the same thing to the next owner, eventually, but that's the only way I think people would have felt satisfied with that kind of ending to the film. But they say they didn't go through with that because they didn't have time to make another character. And Elle went through a few character designs, mainly on how her flame head was going to look. And their final design, I think, was the best out of all of them, with our main character Ryan having the most work put into his design and animations, since he is a full-on human. They said that they wanted him to seem like a clueless jerk, but also did not want him to seem like the bad guy of the film. And some of his previous designs did make him look too mean and aggressive with how angular and slobbish he looks in some of them. His final design as well was the best looking one, but his second to last one was good as well, and I wouldn't have been mad if they stuck with that one. They even did a reference sheet of all of his clothes and hair, along with palette changes. But his blue and khaki pants get across that he works at a gas station more than the others, since the purple one seems too loud and his green one looks too casual. And lastly, they had some cool Kickstarter rewards with the shirt and cute stickers. Alright, we are getting into the ending now. The way I discovered this film was just that YouTube recommended it to me, I think within a year of it coming out. And as you can see, it stuck with me. So as a final statement, I say hats off to everyone who worked on this film. It was short, but sweet, and I can tell how much effort you all put into it. So all of you that are still watching, like I said, thank you for watching, and all the relevant links will be down in the description. And if you feel like you want to go check out my other playlist, filled with all the other short films I have reviewed. It should be coming up now. Or just check out my channel in general and see if you are interested in any of my other content. Lastly, like the video if you already haven't, and subscribe to the channel to know when I upload next. So I guess I will see you guys later. Bye guys.